Welcome to day 5 of our biomolecules unit. Today we're going to talk about proteins and what those are, what function they serve in the body. So make sure that you have your biomolecules notes organizer open so that you can take notes as you go through this video. Feel free to pause at any time to write anything down. Remember, you can use that organizer that I posted on Monday in order to take your summative. So whatever you have on there is what you get to use. So let's talk about proteins. Monomers of proteins are called amino acids. So we're going to definitely talk about this a lot more second semester, specifically amino acids and protein chains. So what you have here are the monomers. So all these little amino acids, when you string them together in a line, you get a peptide. And then when you put a bunch of peptides together, you get proteins. The elements in proteins that serve to make them different from the other biomolecules, proteins have carbon, they have hydrogen, they have oxygen, and they have nitrogen. So notice that nitrogen is new. That's something that the other biomolecules that we talked about so far have not had, and that is part of what makes protein different. The functions of proteins. So remember, functions mean like the purpose that they serve. So what do proteins do specifically to help our bodies? The most important thing you need to know is that they build living tissues. Your body's made out of proteins. They also play a role with hormones. They regulate the different bodily functions involved with the hormones. They're part of movement. So remember, go back to when we talked about body systems and we talked about the muscular system. Proteins play a big role in the muscular system performing the way it's supposed to. So these proteins play a role in muscle contraction. So when you contract your muscle, that's protein. They are involved in transport, so we're going to talk about that next semester too. They move things through the cell membrane. We talked about that a little bit earlier this school year. They also help enzymes. Enzymes are things that speed up chemical reactions, so they help move processes along. They also help support the immune system. So proteins are really important in the body. We definitely need them in our diet. So what are some examples of protein? So you have collagen. If you've ever heard of collagen, it might have involved skin or hair or nails. Collagen plays a role in your skin. So when, as you get older, your skin doesn't have as much collagen, which causes like drooping and wrinkles in the face. Hemoglobin, that's something in your blood, so that would be a protein as well. Insulin, remember us talking about diabetes and how people with diabetes don't produce enough insulin in their body to promote normal homeostasis, so they often have to take insulin outside. If you don't have diabetes, your body is normally producing insulin, so that would be an example of a protein. Your muscles have proteins. And then there are different enzymes in the body that are examples of proteins. One is lactase, another is amylase. Lactase and amylase, they're not super important for you to know, but what you do need to know about them is that they break things down. So those enzymes either break things down or speed things up. So some examples of proteins that you eat in your normal daily life would be any kind of meat. All those meats are part of protein. Sometimes when you think about bodybuilders, or if you know someone who's a bodybuilder, they eat a ton of protein because that protein is necessary to build their muscles and to build the tissues necessary to have huge muscles. You would also have like nuts and different types of nuts and beans, all of those. So if you know someone who is a vegetarian or a vegan, in order to get their protein in their diet, they have to eat nuts or a lot of beans because they don't have that meat in their diet to support the building and synthesizing of proteins. So they'll eat a lot of nuts or a lot of beans in order to do that. So those are our notes for proteins. Hopefully, as we went along, you were taking notes on some of the different components of proteins that we need to know for our summative. If you have any questions, please let me know, and I will see you guys in class tomorrow. Have a great day!